Hello there, I'm AJ PuzzleFerret, and welcome back to Heroes of Hammerwatch, where we are going to try out the fountain. Now, the fountain I have set up already, but if you go to a preset or something, then you can set all of the positives and negatives that you want. I've currently set it so that I've got expanded floors, safe corridors, all traps and corridors are disabled. That's nice. And it's your lucky day, and that's 2 in luck. Whereas we have enemy reinforcements and elite reinforcements as our negatives to balance out this and stop it from costing lots of cash. But the good thing about that is that those are actually helpful. They're not negatives at all. Having more enemies and more enemy reinforcements is going to make it so that we have lots of enemies to give us lots of experience and hopefully level us up quicker. So let's go in and see how effective our little settings have been. For starters, the level's going to be bigger, which means that if the level's bigger, it can contain more stuff. Wow. There is plenty of enemies here, and our wonderful ice attack makes short work of them. Very short work of them. Very short work of them all, in fact. So yes, this should be absolutely awesome for our collecting of stuff and improving our experience gain. Although you can buy things that actually give you like 20% more experience gain, which is also another method of doing that. But already we've got 3 ore. I wonder if this place would have had 3 ore if I'd not improved its size greatly, which is something that's definitely given us a little bit more chance for the ore to appear. But I don't know. I do quite often find that you get ore nicely in earlier levels, and I haven't been having a lot of luck getting loads of ore in later levels, so I don't know. I'm very curious what other interesting additions the fountain could offer us, because I only briefly looked to find those things that I felt were quickly going to be of some use. So I don't really know everything that could be of use. I should have looked harder, but I was just quickly going, oh yes, that'll do nicely, and it is so far. I should have been watching my experience so that I could actually tell when I'd gained a lot more. Never mind. We'll look at experience next time. At the moment, it's just sort of just above that skill. Oh yeah, I got a new skill, but I don't know how to use it, so yeah. I mean, the other one's like mouse 2. Maybe it's mouse 3. I am hammering mouse 3. Nothing's happening, so I don't know. Potentially, because my mouse 3 doesn't work very well, so there's a good chance that might do. I do quite often go through there and beat the gauntlet of enemies, but at the moment, because we're using the fountain and because we're making the level a little bit more different, I would suggest that we don't, and instead we actually explore the levels. I have defeated the second big boss now. Beyond the second big boss is Doom. It really is. It's just Doom. These are keys, so there's no point in going in there. Let's see. Have we got everything? I think we might have. Well, there's a bit up there, but that's all trapped. Okay, if that's all trapped, then let's go over here. Dump our ore. Remembering that each one of those ore is worth 1,200, so the ore is really pricey. And go through here. I have been buying more ore now because obviously, if we just try to live on the ore that the game gives us, then we're not going to have much ore at all. This seems to be just random luck. That's what I've found. Sometimes it will give you loads of stuff. Sometimes it will give you hardly anything. I do not know. It just seems to be pull the button and see what happens. And as such, that's exactly what I've done. Can't bother to collect every single penny that I find. I don't know how many thousands of pennies I've missed over time by not collecting every penny that I find. Is that off? Why is that trap off? Ooh. Ah, that must be part of the thing then. Alright, so the traps still appear, they just don't work. That's good. I never really lost too much to a trap because well, I suppose I've died a couple of times to traps, but it's not usually the main thing that gets me. The main thing that gets me is usually enemies that shoot, because enemies that shoot, wow, he's shooting pretty fast. Enemies that shoot are just horrible. They're really not fair. So yeah, I wonder if there's any things that I'm missing on these levels. Because I quite often, I mean, I find the cracks in the walls on this, the mine area. Oh dear, that's loads of enemies that shoot. I'm glad that there's... The other thing about more enemies is that there's going to be more life stuff, pickups around the place. Due to the fact that there's more enemies, I've got to remember that I can shoot round corners. And that really is the secret to the sorcerer, because shooting round corners solves so many problems if you actually use it properly. Stuff you, enemies! Why worry about enemies right next to you when you can shoot round corners and not have to worry about them at all? Ah! Good. Okay. Right, you can be dealt with. Let's see. But it's said that there would also be more elites. So where are our elites? That's my question. They can shoot faster. I know they can. They've not been shooting that fast before, so that's definitely a change. Unless I'm not seeing how many there are, I don't know. I feel like I am though. Don't know. We've not had much ore in this area. Maybe there's loads at the bottom. I hope so. Ore's really the most important thing for me at the moment because I haven't got loads of things to buy with the coins. Apart from more ore, of course. But other than the more ore, not much to buy at all. So let's just grab that. And, oh, actually, I do need those. It's no good leaving life behind when you need it. We've got 90 life at the moment. I'm pretty sure that this character started off with a pitiful amount of life, so we've really improved that. Let's go with the ricocheting effect. It really is so useful. I mean, there's hardly a time when I've not found that the ricocheting is useful. So, yeah, there we go. Occasionally it misses. That's one thing, but it does seem to. It's almost as if it's guided ricocheting. Because it does seem to hit quite nicely. Aha! More ore. So that's 1,225 of ore worth in gold. Whereas we're getting very little gold at all. So yes. Right. Ooh, there's loads of cash over there. Let's grab ourselves a fortune in cash. Or a small fortune in cash. A tiny fortune in cash. And then go up here. More? Oh, just cash. Then that cash isn't as good as the silver at the moment. I've not seen gold cash, I don't think. Alright. Over here. Down here. The map is so incredibly useful. 2 bits of ore so far. I think we got more ore and dumped it in the earlier level though, so that's a bit better. Aha! Another bit of ore. But I need loads of ore if we're going to open up anything, because I've already, as I said, I've already opened the fountain. And there's a church, there's something like that we need to open. And I have no idea what that does. I think it does blessings of some variety. So yeah, we'll see when we get to it. But at the moment, fountain, bigger levels, loads more enemies. all interesting. All probably likely to kill me. The red doors give you far more bonus item stuffs than actually going through the levels, in my experience. So, yeah. Sometimes bonus items don't... Come on, get out of the way, accomplishment. Thank you. Increases damage done to aberrations by 10%. And aberrations give 10% more experience. More experience, the better. Alright, so are these aberrations or are these creatures or what? What are they called? Don't know. There's a lot of undead in the second set of levels. These have to be aberrations because I've never seen aberrations otherwise. It's mostly been critters like this and the undead. So yeah, I would say that it's probably the case. Right, get firing around those corners. Oh, hit again. Never mind. There's something to save us over here, and that thing can go. Right. I do like that it bounces off enemies because that is so incredibly useful. Oh dear. What we really need at the moment is a dump for the ore, so that we can get that safe. I'm always feeling like I need to get the ore safe as fast as possible, because otherwise it's going to disappear, and that'll be all my fault. Alright. Away. Ooh, nearly. I'm so good at catching enemy bullets, because I seem to attract myself to them like they're important to pick up or something, which is definitely not the case. Alright, so there's a bit of cash over here. Nothing too exciting. Oh, there's a lot of shooty enemies over there. I do hope they're the aberrations, because then we can get loads of experience. We've got a little experience. This area doesn't seem to be great for it. I'm guessing that actually I need to go through the higher levels for the more experience, because obviously early enemies are not going to give me the best of experience, I'm guessing. I also need to level up the other characters. I've been playing the sorcerer quite a lot. When we first played him, I thought, yeah, rubbish. But he's really proven to be one of the better of the characters so far. Just because ranged characters are always more easy to work with, I think. Ah, so there's a place to dump our ore. I'm not going to do that until I've actually made sure that there's not more of it. Ah, hello there, sir. What was that? Those are bombs over there. Interesting. Okay, so we got the chance to get other stuff. Glowing staff would take most of our cash. +5, +10% block most projectiles. That sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah, I think I might go with that. Quite often the defense is a good thing to go for. And +6% evasion, so that would be +16% chance of not getting hit. So yeah. Alright. We've spent some of our cash, but it's the ore is the most important of all of this lot. As I said, it's worth 1,200 and something each piece. So yeah. Now what's gone on over there? I saw explosions. Oh, that was right where we started. Interesting. Don't know then. I don't feel like we should go in there yet, because again, I think that we need to wait until we've checked out the area and we don't have any more ore to dump down that chute. Is there more ore down here? No. Oh well. Just cash. 222. It's not enough. We need all of the cash. Just every single penny that the treasury has. That's what we need. Okay. Get some good shots against the wall. This also really helps against those, because those are quite mean. If they hit you, then they take quite a lot of damage out of you. But shooting against the walls, brilliant. Solves that problem very quickly. Alright. Ah, there's one of these. I didn't even spot that. Right. Dealt with. And I don't think that there's much else in the level. So, let's dump off our ore and then get moving. Awesome. And of course a bit of cash. We don't dump much cash because obviously the cash gets taxed. But who cares when you're dumping like 4,000 or 5,000 worth of ore? Okay, the handy thing about dumping ore in the level above is that now that's free for when we kill the boss and we get maybe a bit more ore. Now this should be quite quick because my skills are great for killing boss. Well, this boss anyway. The next boss, not so much, because the next boss is pretty mean. But ow! I always do that when I find a safe place. Away from the shots coming from the ceiling, I'm like, oh, well, that's it, I'm safe now. But I forget that he's actually chucking stuff as well. Alright. Go away, bats. Thank you. Ah, don't stand still, don't stand still. Never stand still, that's the take-home message. Okay, we've got 1 ore from that. An assassin's dagger, 7.5% chance to score a critical hit on primary attack. Brilliant. Now we might as well dump that piece of ore because we can, and we've got no cash, so we're not going to get taxed for it. Ah, tax me on that. Alright, let's go to the next level and see how we do. I need to level up more. This is not going quick enough. I think next time I'll do the red cube room so that we can actually get there quicker. Oh dear. Ah yes, I got to remember that everything's more mean because I turned it up, but also the level's much bigger, so that hopefully more stuff. Oh dear. At the beginning of these levels, it is often quite difficult because it really does give you a lot of enemies in the local area that if you're not careful you can set off all at once, which is slightly to very deadly. Alright, especially when they're archers. So obviously the archers are horrendously mean. Okay. Oh dear. Nope, I'm not going to die, thank you. No death for me. I really need to get more of those pop usages. At the moment, only 3, and it doesn't take me long to go through 3 charges. Right, you. Go away, bats. Excellent. We've got one over there, so that means that I feel like I can just walk around and not worry too much for a little bit. And then later on, I'll be like, right, get that before we leave this floor. Okay. How you doing there, monster? Not great with ice in your face, eh? Okay. And these freeze more, of course, because I've increased the skill's ability to freeze enemies. Level up. Wonderful. Still not leveling as fast as I would like it to, because I want all of the levels. There's quite a lot of skill points to be earned and used. Right. Go away. I wish I knew what button I needed to press to activate that 3rd skill. Because the 2nd skill is mouse 2. Oh look! Mouse 5 does it! Brilliant. Okay, let's do that. It seems effective, doesn't it? Yeah, look at that. It bounces around all over the place. Yeah, I wish I'd used that more before. Okay, but it does cost us quite a lot of mana. So it's mostly an emergency skill, or whenever I feel like it. Great. Aha! One of these. I did quite well on one of these earlier. And you've got to be as quick as possible. Unfortunately, I'm quite slow, so yeah. And then that, and then that, and then that, and then that, and then that again. Ah! Okay, we got a key. Not bad, not brilliant. I would rather have an item, but I guess a key is just a weight for an item, so... Hang on, wait a minute. No, still using that. Okay, fair enough. I was just wondering if I'd somehow changed the button to make it so that it would activate the other skill, rather than that one. It would be quite useful if you could scroll through the skills with the mouse wheel, so that you could select the other one. That would be very helpful. So you could have a mouse 1 for your main skill, and then just mouse 2 is whatever other skill you're using, but so you scroll through it. Unless that does work. No, I don't think so. Alright. There's no button. There's usually a button in one of these levels to open up all of the cells that you can't get into. Right. Oh, am I stuck? No. Good. Oh, brilliant! Exactly what I wanted. How are we doing on the map? Okay, there's tons of stuff up there. Just hiding. I'm pretty sure that those little pits don't let you just drop down them. They're just an area. I feel like I've pressed my face against those pit walls before and been fine. So, potentially it's alright. Potentially. Bang! Right. And then more of that. Yeah, I like that skill. It's good. It's going to be much more useful in the later level. The third section is really, really horrible, very horrible, and does a lot of damage. So it's not easy. Thankfully, the prison's not so bad now. With the state of my leveling, pretty okay. But the other one's definitely doom. Okay. Right. Another one of these pits. I should try pits, but I should try smooshing myself against the pit and see if it allows me to shut myself off. I know it doesn't sound like a great plan, but you know, that would take us straight to the third area. I'm not going there. Besides, I probably wouldn't manage that. Last time I tried, it was really, really super difficult, and I did actually die horribly. So, it's full of the enemies that you get from that third level, and wow, I'm just terrible at it. Ah, ooh, rubbish. Okay. There's a place to dump our ore, which we should do. For we only have X amount of ore, and we need to protect the ore at all costs. So there's a place for us to get our extra life bit over there, which we should also get. But I think that after we've done the extra life bit, we should move on to the next bit. We might get as far as the boss, potentially. Now I'm getting as far as the boss. Most times, he says, risking himself in a massive bunch of enemies. Yeah, right. Is this going to set off a load of enemies? No, it isn't. It might do when I redo the thing. No. That makes a change. Usually that sets off that as if it's a trap. Mind you, it did say that traps in corridors have been prevented now, so potentially maybe that was that. Okay, let's go down to the next level. We've only got 6 in coins, and we've got no ore, so we should be all right. Aha, we have a level, so we're not at boss yet. Okay, what's this then? Apothecary's Mortar and Pestle. Potions increase armor and magical resistance, but with 50% for 5 seconds. That's not. It's not something to say. Yeah, that's rubbish. But it's not brilliant. There are much better bonuses to be had. Look at those bats. Be off with you. Right. I kind of want to get to the boss because I want to show you the boss. Because the boss is cool. Well, in a kind of horrendously mean, most likely to murder me kind of way, but he's still cool. Right. You get out of here. I don't like those archers that do. They shoot about 5 arrows at the same time. They're horrible. Wow, talking about archers shooting arrows at the same time. Look at all that. Crikey. That was not very fair. Here, have some ice. That's not fair either. I suppose in comparison to their skills, I'm like really super powerful. So yeah, I probably shouldn't worry too much. And being able to freeze them is also super mean. Okay, but I need more power, more ice, more mana would be helpful. Okay. Any mana around? No. It does slowly increase. I wonder if it's increasing by a percentage or whether it's increasing by an amount each time. Like regenerate 5 mana per second or regenerate X percentage per second. Okay, we're not finding any ore. This is the problem with this particular set of areas. You just don't seem to find as much ore as you do in the beginning one. I suppose the beginning one is the mine, so it does make sense that the mine would have loads of ore in it. But still, I want ore. I guess the money is also useful just for buying ore, but I really don't get much of that. I need to make that skill more powerful. I didn't think it would be much good to begin with, the Nova of Frost, but actually, having used it a bit, I think that it's far more effective than I was thinking. I didn't think it would bounce off the walls and hit things again. So yeah, now that I know it does, much more useful. And as you can see, I'm using it far more as well. The boss level's not got walls at the edges, so it's not going to be very helpful for that. Because as much as it might bounce, it's not going to bounce off nothingness. So yeah, no use to me. Right, I don't think there's much else in here. I have opened up all of these passageways, but there's hardly any ore or anything around here. Most strange. Okay, let's have a look at the map. Nope, nope. It's not worth going all the way back up there just because we can. Let's go in here, and this is another level. Okay, we're still on a level. All right, fine. I thought we were on the boss already, but no. I might run to the exit to get that boss. I really want to show off the boss because the boss is fun and mean, as I said. Did I get got? Yeah, I did get got. Okay, I need to grab that life over there. Those particular monsters, they're one of my least favourites. I mean, my least favourites are definitely in the third set of levels, but yeah, they're kind of mean. I think next time I'll either use the red thing to get through faster, or I will kind of get there and then see you, you know? Oh dear. Right. Bouncing off the walls again. I always forget that I can bounce it off the walls. I mean, look how many enemies there are there. And if I bounce it off the walls, then I don't have to worry so much, because it will just fire around the corner. Oh dear. That was close. Now that there's more enemies and they're using their skills more quickly, the need for doing things around the corner or using my skills has definitely increased highly. You go away. Those. I don't like those. Right. Go away, go away, go away. Just use all of my mana. There's no point in saving it, because if you're running into big groups of enemies, then it is just best to use up your mana. It doesn't matter. There's a good chance you'll murder half of them quickly, which is the most efficient way of getting rid of your enemies. Murder them quickly. Ah. Stop it. Stop it with the arrows when I can't dodge them. This is a problem because they can get to me, but I can't really get to them very easily. Having said that, as I said, I'm still very much more powerful than they are. Go away! Aha! We have a place that we can use to hide against the edge. Good, good. Right. All dead, maybe? Ow. That's like the first time in ages one of those little bugs has got me. The little beetles really aren't a problem with this character. Hello there. Who are you? Trapped in a cage. I've never come across a person trapped in a cage, so that actually might be interesting to try and find the button for. But where is the button? The button could be anywhere. Get rid of him if I can. There's still a lot of death around here. Ow! Blooming archers. Okay. Who's next? Hey you! Yeah, I know, I saw you the first time. I've just not got around to letting you free yet. Wait there patiently. I'll be there when I can get there. If I can get there. Yeah. I wonder if the potions give you full mana as well as life. Oh, there's a lot of enemies here. I mean, I totally know that they're supposed to be. He's backing up, which is interesting. I didn't know they did that. They usually go straight for you. Backing up implies tactics. Ooh, look, there's ore. Ah, ore. And the button. Brilliant. Something happened. I know what happened. Right. Let's get up here and talk to this person. Thanks a lot. I hope I'll see you around the town. Okay, yes. I hope I'll see you around the town as well. Of course. Something new. Always awesome. I need to check out the DLC levels. Still, I still haven't got anywhere near them. I'm quite looking forward to that because the DLC could be at any sort of difficulty, I guess. What sort of difficulty is it going to be? I mean, is it going to be set to like the most difficult, like the level, whatever the lowest level of the place is, or is it going to be oh heck? Is it going to be like going against the normal place? The level 1 place? I should check it before I find that I'm wasting my time going into the DLC. Oh great, I caught most of those. Wow, there's so many enemies here. Yeah. It's really not a bad thing, it really isn't. This is why I picked it. Right, you lot. Ah, the only problem is those spawners. Because they are horrible. You watch, I'm not going to make it to the boss, am I? Aha! Oh dear, oh dear! Ah, I wasn't prepared. This doesn't look good, this doesn't look good! Maybe we'll find another thingy. Another... Oh, bother! Don't you dare murder me! This is a really good run! Right. Well, we've leveled once. We've got a shed load of what is it? Ore. We've got a shed load of ore, and we've freed someone from the cages, which is the first time I've even seen them. So that's pretty good. And we've tested out the fountain, so I'm quite happy with the run anyway. Whatever we accomplish. But I really want to see that boss. Go away, all of you. Ooh, wow. There's a lot of shots. It's definitely the ones that you can't predict their pattern of shots a little bit. Well, you can, but en masse, it's very difficult to actually deal with them. There's some skills that regenerate your life. They're the ones that I really could do with. Right, 1,000 and something, and 3 ore. I need to find the ore dump. If anything, I need to find the ore dump. Don't you dare. Okay, I evaded that one. That was what that noise was. Go away. No, I've not got any backup health potions. Ooh, we might lose that 3 ore. I really hope we don't. Is there an ore dump up there? I can't remember if we've passed an ore dump on our way yet. I don't think we have. There's the entrance. There's a back way up here. These traps don't work because they don't... Oh, hello. Have you got anything that will help us? Like something that gives you all of your life forever and makes you immortal. During combat, you gain 1.5 health regeneration. Ah. Now then, that might work. Just stay in combat all the time, right? And get the health regenerate. You can do that by just walking around something like that. Have them following me and walk around that. Give me my health back. You! Give me my health back. Uh-oh, there's loads of enemies coming. I wonder if that's it then. I wonder if the redness of them is showing me that I'm in combat with them. That might be what that means. Because I've always wondered what that means. I was wondering if it was just like enraged enemies from one of the spells of the other one of these things, a sort of totem or whatever you want to call it, a flag that empowers them potentially. But I'm not sure, so don't know. Right. The other thing that we could find is the exit. Yes, brilliant. Okay, that is going to solve our problem if we can get there, especially with the extra ore. Because if this next bit is the boss, then we can just dump the ore, and we will have all of that ore for us the next time. Right. Okie dokie. It's time for us to go on. Let's hope that this is... Yes! The boss! Brilliant! Okay, so we can dump 5 ore. That's lots of cash worth of ore. And you get to see the boss! Wonderful. Here he is. Hello there, sir. I've already beaten you. Now, he's really quite difficult. But mostly because I'm impatient. And I don't do what I should do, which is stay backed up from him quite a lot. Those things at the side fire stuff at you. If you shoot too much whilst he's doing that, then obviously he will find it much easier to get you than if you spend your time walking around. I might not have enough life to manage the boss at all because obviously I'm very short on life at the moment. It would be nice, but I'd highly doubt it. I'm so good at getting hit by everything. Alright, so these things throw nets, there we go, that capture you. So they're not instant death, but they are quite mean. Because obviously, if you can't move, you can't dodge, and dodging is fairly important. Especially when everything wants to shoot at you. I think that staying a distance, that was a dodge. Oh heck, I walked straight into that. I nearly walked straight into another one. Okay, there's a high chance that he's going to kill me. I don't suspect that I'm going to manage it. I think that you do more damage on him when he's doing that. But I can't quite tell. Because the main attack, the normal main attack, doesn't seem to do much more damage when that's happening. Whereas the sort of side attack, or the second attack, does seem to do a little bit more. Ooh, dare I think that I might manage something? No. Murdered at the last moment. Okay, fair enough. Well, we did pretty well in that run, but we didn't do as good as I was hoping, but we did do pretty well. So I shall see you in the next episode. In the meanwhile, you take care. Thanks for watching. Feel free to watch other things on my channel. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye for now.